Hey there, this is Sam from barbershopquest.com, and today I'm at the Roblin Park in Trenton, New Jersey. In this trail to the park, we can see the trees, and you might occasionally hear the birds and the insects. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, the mosquitoes who are trying to eat me up right now. But today I'm very, very excited about this video because today I wanted to talk about developing extreme consciousness and turning your thoughts into results. I mean, that's all I want, right? That's all I mean. If you agree with me, that's all we all want. We want results. And about 2 3 years ago, when I started first getting into self-development, I was also listening to a guy called Anthony Robbins. You might have heard him. Very successful self-development coach. And Anthony talked about developing areas of your life, and he said that any area of your life that I remember him saying that any area of your life that you want to develop or you want to get better, it will come to three things, and it will come to having a clear idea of what you want to develop, which area you want to develop into, or having a clear goal in mind, right? Crystal clear of exactly what you want. That's like the first pillar, right? And the second thing, or the second pillar he talked about, was having a map, or having the best mentors or the best role models that's going to help you get to your goal, right? And the third pillar is actually the belief system, right? How you feel about getting to those goals, right? And the third pillar, the belief, was, to me at that point, was like the most important thing, because that's when he talked about, so you want a great relationship. You already know how to get that relationship, or you might have heard from dating coaches, read books, or heard from parents, friends, society. I mean, what it takes to have a great relationship. But the third thing is, like, you have conflicting beliefs that is preventing you from having that kind of great relationship. So, for instance, you want a great relationship, but you want to only have your way, right, when you want to, and you can only get your way, and nothing else. Or you want a great relationship, but you cannot trust in a relationship, and that way it doesn't work. So it's like you have two conflicting beliefs. Or for instance, even back to the belief pillar, right? So for instance, you want to make a lot of money, which is like a good goal to have, right? You know how to make a lot of money. I mean, you know ways to make money, but you're afraid when you make money, spiritually you are not successful, right? So again, you want to be spiritual, but on the flip side, you feel like it's not a good thing, right? So you have conflicting beliefs. Another thing, which is a good one, like for instance, you want to have a great body, or you want to have a good physique, or live a healthy life, but at the same time you want to eat all the sweet things that you find in the aisle. And so you have conflicting beliefs, right? And so at that point, I mean, when I stumbled upon that, I knew that the beliefs would be like the most important area to focus on in my life, right? Because I have goals that I want to accomplish. And if you have seen my first videos, I talk a lot about the areas that I want to focus in, like such spirituality, which is very important to me. Business or career, business, and also relationships. Those are like the three most important areas that are important to me, and I want to develop. So, of course, I mean, I have challenges and obstacles that I want to hurdles I need to climb over. Challenges that I need to overcome. And these are all limiting beliefs that I have, within myself, that I feel, or within my mind, that I am aware of, and I know I need to change in order for me to get results. point, I actually believed Anthony Robbins because he said that actually anything that I want to achieve in life, right, be it in business, relationship, physiology, or whatever goal it is, he said that 80% is going to be beliefs and 20% is going to be skill or ability. And I mean, two or 3 years ago when I was listening to that, it kind of makes sense to me, but it didn't actually make sense to me as it does now. Now that it's all actually connected to me. And it made sense because at that point, what I was thinking was that, I mean, it's like everybody knows how to get, I mean, I would say 80% of people know how to get to something or how to get what they want. Like right now, listening to me right now, you know exactly, you know, at least you know what you want out of life, or you know, you have some goals that you want to achieve. You know exactly how to get those, or you have ideas or things, ways to get you to those goals. But I mean, we haven't done them. I mean, but why haven't you done them, right? Even myself, for instance, there are still things that I need to achieve, things that places that I want to go, things that are goals that I want to get to by certain time, actions that I need to be taking each day. I don't get all of them done. I mean, I haven't taken all the actions that I need to do, or all the things I need to do. And why? I mean, why haven't I done them? I mean, if I know what I want or I know how to get them, and that makes sense to me because it wanted going back into the belief system of our psyche, right? Because again, it's based on how I feel, right? Because if I feel a certain way at a certain time, then I wouldn't do what I need to do. If you're driving a car and you apply the gas and apply the brakes at the same time, you realize that there is no motion. And it's like a promotion or a prevention, you know, as the way I see it. So it's like there's a part of you that wants to do that, and there's a part of you that actually pulling you back. So, like for instance, you want to go and talk to this person, right? And then you walk towards this person, and then you do something else. Because, I mean, how does that happen? It's like you just are not. You have conflicting thoughts or conflicting beliefs within us. And I mean, I have a lot that I'm still working on. And if you pay attention to yourself, you realize that you have these two. And this is the belief system or the psyche of what is actually holding us back. And that's what Anthony was saying, that the third pillar, which is the beliefs, is actually, I mean, one of the areas that most people get stuck in. Actually, and also actually strongly agree with him, because from personal experience, that's the only thing that's actually holding me back, or that's the only thing that actually holds us back. Because once you get your beliefs straight and your beliefs, thoughts, and actions are actually aligned, then you actually take the action and get the results that you wanted. So actually, this was the purpose of the video, to actually help us pay attention to our beliefs, or pay attention to our thoughts, or the voices that go on in our head, and pay attention to take perspective outside of yourself, and pay attention to your true self, or the I, or your will. And actually, I mean, once you become aware of it, you can actually, you know, instead of just being reflexive or being reactive, you can pay attention and actually do the right thing. Yeah, if I may say. And by doing the right thing, we get the results that we wanted, and you know, that will actually, you know, get us to where we want to go. He said, and it makes sense to me, because once you actually have the goal, you know, crystal clear goal, you know the map, you know exactly how to get there, what to do to get there, and there's nothing stopping you in your mind, or there's nothing stopping you internally within yourself, then there's nothing stopping you. Then you just go and do it. You know, you just go and take. Then the next thing you just do is to actually take action, and once you take action, you get results. You know, so that's why this video was so important to me. I was so excited to come out and share because this is like the breakthrough point. Because once Because I realized within myself that once I have mastered this, once I have mastered my beliefs and gotten rid of all negative beliefs and enhanced all my positive beliefs, then there's nothing stopping me. All I'll have to do is go and take action. There wouldn't be that thought in your mind saying, "Oh, what if you go and become successful? What does society say?" Right? Because I've already dealt with that within me. I have corrected that, and I just go and do what I have to do to get the action that I want. So recently, I've been on YouTube. I'm watching a couple of videos because I'm actually a YouTuber myself, and I was following a guy called Mark Cooper. And Mike is a very interesting guy. I respect him a lot because he actually does videos to help people that have addictions, right? And he was introduced a concept of how increasing your awareness will actually help you overcome beliefs, right? And it's interesting how these two separate concepts actually kind of go together. Mike talked about how there are various personalities within ourselves. It's funny that if you are not aware, you tend to actually just see yourself as one separate body, just existing in this world or living in this world and taking action or doing things. But actually, when you pay attention, you realize that you have multiple personalities that actually tend to surface, based on the situation or the environment at hand. And Mike actually highlighted, and he actually tend to refer to this part of our personality that actually gets us to do wrong things, right? This voice in our head that gets us to do wrong things. And I like how he termed it because he said it's like a slick lawyer, right? That comes and argue in our head and gets us to do the things that we don't want to do, or gets us to do things against our will, right? Now, what is our will? There's very many things around it, but our will, to me, it's like the true self, or some people will call it the ideal self. Some people call it the spirit, but it's like the voice within yourself, that is the right thing, right? I mean, it's what you need to do, but then you have this other voices that is also kind of like arguing for you to do something, right? And actually, he called the bad voice or the bad side of our personality as the gremlins, right? So the gremlins are like a slick lawyer that actually are arguing for us to do something wrong, right? Or let's say drinking, like for instance, you're hanging out with friends, whatever, you don't want to drink, and then you tell yourself, I'm not gonna drink. You're sitting there, and for instance, they bring drinks around, and then yourself is like, okay, I'm not gonna drink. I just take soda. Then you say, all right, I'll take a juice, right? I'll take an orange juice, and then you hear the voice saying, wouldn't it be nice if you just take a cup of, just a cup? It's just a cup, man. You haven't been drinking. It wouldn't kill you. It wouldn't do anything. Just a cup, man. Come on, man. So you just say no. And then you say, you hear things. How are you gonna feel? How are your friends gonna see you? Blah blah blah. All this extra advanced arguing techniques, right? And then you hear all these things, and then if you don't have a strong will, you're like, all right, I'll just have a drink, and then bam, you have a drink, and then I have a couple more, and then before you know, you are like slogging around, right? So that's like the slick lawyer, and it makes sense to me because I realize at there are points that you're not aware, right? There are points in my life that I haven't been aware of things, and it's like you hear the voice, but then you kind of like don't know what is what, or which is yourself actually, or what you want to do, and then you might wind up listening to the slick lawyer or the bad side of you, like the gremlins, and get to do something that you shouldn't be doing. So Mike actually explained it further. He talked about how increasing your awareness or becoming aware all the time, 247, will actually let you pay attention to yourself and pay attention to the conversation that goes on in your mind, which are actually get stemmed out from your beliefs. Because whatever thoughts are going through your mind are actually your beliefs that actually tend to surface. And then when you pay attention to that which is your beliefs, then you could kind of take perspective or stand outside of yourself and actually identify your true self or your will that is speaking. And then based on that, you could kind of disregard or use the willpower to actually overcome those limiting beliefs or those gremlins that actually are holding us back. Yeah, so I actually went on studying, and I got to realize that there are two levels of consciousness, right? There's a higher consciousness or higher level of awareness where um, you are actually aware, right? You are mostly aware a lot of times of the thought processes that is going to your head or the mental noise that is going to your head, and you're able to pay attention to what you want to do instead of what you are just feeling or what the gremlins are asking you to do, right? And there's also a lower consciousness, right? And this is when you're tired. Like for instance, when I work a lot, and I like to work, I like to like really burn it to the freaking ground and like do some work. And there are times that I get really tired, and it's like I'm just dragging and not really paying attention. And the time that I really got it to do things that I don't really like to wanted to do. Those are the times that I was in that state, like tired, not really aware. Like, all right, I don't care. I'm just going, like going with the flow, whatever. So I'm not actually thinking, and that way, that's the time that I got myself to do things that I really, did I regret, or think, oh damn, I shouldn't be doing that, or like for instance, sometimes I come home like I know I need to be reading this book, all right, or listening to this video that is gonna help me in business or help me, relationship, my social skills. And then I'm like, all right, let me lie down, let me watch this random thing, online, or things that waste time. And I'll be watching something just random online, and it actually get exciting, and I'll keep saying, and by the time I know, I've just wasted the whole evening not doing anything. These are the lower states that we get in, and a lot of time we oscillate between the higher states of consciousness or the higher state of awareness and the lower state, where we actually not aware of ourselves. So the breakthrough point comes when we get to a point where we spend more time in the higher state of awareness, and there are people who do this, so it's possible, right? and to me, I was like, so what if I'm always aware all the time? What if I'm always paying attention to what I'm gonna do or what I need to do, paying attention to my thoughts all the time, and I'm not just reactive or reflexive of stimulation from the environment or things that are going on around me? And what if I take time and take perspective of myself and actually pay attention to my will, my true self or my real self, actually do more of those things? Well, what would life be like? Then I'll be like just moving towards my goal and becoming actualized or becoming the person that I truly want to become. So that point came when I realized that now it's gonna be a done deal for me, right? Now I'm gonna take massive action and I'm gonna get massive results, because I realized that now I become aware of how my beliefs operate, and I become aware that if I take control of the limiting beliefs or the voices, the gremlins that I talked about earlier in my head, if I'm able to subdue them, I'm able to control them, right, and actually cut them off and actually feed more into the enhancing beliefs or the voices in my head that is actually getting me to take the actions that I wanted to get the results that I wanted, then I knew, that's when I knew that it was a done deal, right? I knew that once I get my beliefs aligned, right, I get the personalities in my head aligned, so that I wouldn't have like the gas pedal scenario that I was talking about, where one side of me wants to take action but the other side of me is actually pulling me back, or like the promotion prevention personalities within me then I could go ahead, straight ahead, and take the actions that I wanted to get the results that I want. So, like, if you got something out of this video, comment, let me know what you're thinking, what's going on with you, and definitely subscribe now for more awesome videos. I'm definitely excited about these videos, about the places that I go to see, and to also be around with you sharing these videos. And definitely, until next time. Until next time. Yay! Yay! Until next time. Until next time. And until next time.